So Kent doesn't know this, but I'm formally naming it 10-second Mustang build. And there'll be a couple episodes to it, and I guess we're not going to stop until it gets into the 10s. Which shouldn't be too hard, but let's go.
First things first, I'm gonna load these into the car. We're gonna mount them today. Perfect. So we're gonna take these beefy things off and we're gonna put my slicks on them because these are way too big and they just like to break shit. For example, looks like Kent's been doing work. He's dropped the axle, but he left the drive shaft on it. So I'm taking my time on my ride. Yes. There you go. I'll come help.
One bolted here, I guess.
Yeah, there's 2 bolts there. Fuck you too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, lift up on it.
Preview for next project? Yep. Looks good.
So it's an 8.8 with the factory diff and the factory axles, and that's why you broke the shit out of it.
Yeah. And 410.
410s, yeah.
It was funny when I was trying to take out the C-clip on this side. I forgot to take the ABS sensor off, and there's that rubber piece that sticks out where the ABS ring would touch. So I'm hammering on the axle.
And you're smashing the
And I'm
ABS
smashing the ABS sensor, and I'm fucking under there, and I'm trying to get the C-clip. I'm like, why the fuck is it not coming out? And yeah.
So the axle setup's already been ordered. It's a 35 spline with a spool
From Strange.
from Strange. Yeah.
And I was later to find out that I could buy a 35 spline diff, but spools are cool.
Yeah.
Spool.
So here's that conversion kit for the pulleys that we'll be doing. That's an 8 rib. All kinds of instructions here. And this is what you have to work with. Yeah. I'll have to move that coolant tank. Although it doesn't look too bad, I guess.
Like the bolts for the bracket right here.
There's actually a lot of work, I mean a lot of room in there after you get rid of this tank and
Get rid of this off.
and the blower out of the way. Alright, so we've decided to actually go ahead and do the 8 pulley conversion, and this is how we're going to do it. You start by removing this. We've got to drain the coolant, remove the coolant reservoir, and then we'll have a bunch more room to work in here. So. Remove the shaker cool thing. The non-functional one anymore because it's not even being used.
It just looks good.
But then, yeah, you would have a big hole in the hood if you didn't use it.
Free to let it go nuts.
Once you actually start pulling stuff out of here, there's actually a considerable amount of room in there to work.
This funny thing right here.
You're funny. Yeah. We get to pull the blower off now. Looks like a couple of bolts. Yeah, it just looks like 3 bolts here and maybe that one on the idler though.
That one.
That one.
There you go.
This thing's actually a cool unit.
That's what happens when Kyle comes over.
It's your fault. You keep buying things.
Kyle, you almost done.
You got it, I think. Oh, I dropped a thing. But I heard it hit the floor. Yes. That's pretty cool.
It's a P1 SC, very entry level from Procharger.
Something hit the floor though. I
Yeah.
think it was a
Wow, there is quite a bit of room now.
Oh yeah, it was. What are these?
Good job, Kyle.
So first the factory idler down here gets replaced with that one. So from this to that, 8 ribs. Next on the list is this tensioner. So, well, that's not going to do it. Now I can use that thing. Power tools, man. Oop. Can't use power tools. Alright, so this is the factory tensioner versus the new one. Yeah, it's a bit different.
A lot nicer.
Yeah.
Lots of bling.
Too bad you never see half of it. It sits under the procharger. The bolt's bigger too.
How did my dog get out? Oh, my gate's open. Gus, what are you doing, kid? Get inside. That's one of my cats. Get inside.
We got to take the water pump out. It came with a new water pump, so we're just going to put that in. It can't hurt to replace the water pump. You probably have to do it because it's probably machined in further. Your water pump?
It's very possible.
Did I just take a bolt off that didn't need to take off? Yeah.
Front cover bolt.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe there was still coolant in the engine there. They actually use sealant on this.
Like a gasket seal?
Yeah.
Well, I have some of that.
Mandatory break so Kent can clean up his front covers.
No, you put gasket seal on the...
And you were cleaning your front covers, don't lie.
It'll look good while going fast, Kyle. No, you're right. Comparing it to the old one.
Got a bit of lube on it to get it in. There it goes.
I love it when it just pops in.
I should have spit on it. Yeah, it sits out further than the other one does. Another shiny piece gets to go on. We'll just blast these on. I love this tool. Anyways, we're gonna pull this pulley off. Now, so here's the difference in the size. So not only are we spinning it faster with this pulley, Kent's also got a bigger crank pulley to overspin this as well. So what are you adding, an extra 30,000 RPM to this blower? 30,000?
Yeah, about 30,000.
Okay, it'll move. All right, so we have another issue where this pulley kind of sits too far in and it's just barely rubbing on the cover. So hopefully you get a spacer in there or something. It's kind of big. That one's kind of big.
Which one?
It's smaller than I thought it was.
Okay.
That one's too small though. Yeah, I used that one already. Actually, it's not bad, I guess.
Not bad. Let's take a look at this. See,
That one's too big for that one, but this one isn't. But it'll just...
It doesn't matter. That's not gonna fucking matter though.
Oh, where do we have it? This way?
No.
This way.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That'll work. So here's what we got so far. We got the two idlers on. This idler, the alternator one, and the water pump one. And now just the three lower ones, the harder ones. So we got the AC, the crank, and the power steering. We just had to use the pulley puller to get that harmonic balancer off. It gets replaced with a bigger 8 rib one. Yeah, this is the old one versus the new one. Yeah, I think you're gonna overdrive that a little bit.
Good. I like it. Okay.
Alright, so since the seal rides on in here and it doesn't seal the keyway, you actually have to put silicone in the keyway. So I'm gonna put some in there and probably put some all the way around it too.
So good with your fingers, Kyle.
That's what she says. Doesn't like to go on very good. So we had the crank pulley in and torque down, and now the AC, we just use like a wrench to get it off. But it just slides off after you get it to start. And then the new one is just going to fit on the clutch over that as well. So here's the old one compared to the new one. Just the same thing, just
8
more
rib.
ribs. Yeah. So it'll just slide on and replace it. It almost looks like it wanted to be 8 rib to begin with.
3 bottle per change. P1SC, P1SC1.
So yeah, we're going to change the supercharger oil while we're at it. Yes. Oh yeah. It smells just like gear oil. Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm just rerouting the belt so we can throw the blower back on now. We still don't have the power steering done, but we have a guy who's got a kit that's gonna let us borrow it, thankfully. It's gonna go here and then it's gonna go up around the pulley, and then down around the tensioner on the procharger, and then up to there.
Where like
And
just
time
watch
lapse it?
everything, yeah.
Look at it, it's on again. I'm sorry we didn't film enough. I didn't have a tripod, I just had my bendy one, so I didn't really get in there, but it looks actually damn good. And it's gonna overspin the blower like a lot. Instead of like 7 pounds of boost, it should be like 11, 12-ish.
Yeah, the blower should be spinning about 30,000 RPM more, which is well over Procharger's recommendation, but I don't care.
But you're putting on some big long tube headers, so
Yeah, it'll be less restrictive.
yeah, so it'll make less boost. Because boost is just a restriction number.
In Procharger setups. And in, yes,
Yeah, in turbo
centrifugal,
setups, yeah.